It's week 13 of the 2023 season, and we'll see the Buccaneers' rocket-armed quarterback as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Buccaneers and the Vikings on Monday Night Prime Time.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Brandon Gaudin, to my right, Charles Davis. Happy to be with you. And CD, we've got a couple of very potent offenses about to take the field below us in this one.
Both potent, but they certainly go about things in different ways, don't they, partner? On one side, you've got the #1 rushing offense in the league. They want to run, and wear you down and own the time of possession. But
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile cornerback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Willis. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss this last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. It's caught by Mike Evans. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Geno on first down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On first down, Willis. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up the 3rd down.
Man, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
3rd down, it's Willis. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. From the 10, 1st and goal. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback.
Holding, offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Willis. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. Willis going to try to run it. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year and 12th overall. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was cannon in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down movement. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the...
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Willis. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Willis to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 2nd down, Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you're not trying to fill that 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or some packages, don't they?
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Willis looks to pass it here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Going on fourth down. Here's Willis. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin with a run by Fournette.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Willis on the option to the right.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Willis looking to throw it.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now they're a little further behind the 8 ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith.
This one taken in by Otten.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Again, Smith.
Otten once more. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Here's Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So we have come to halftime, and what's already
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's got some space here.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangu, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 21-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
He'll find Fournette again here.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ready. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
A big play there out of Cook. 66 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you waved.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. He's got Otten. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
From the gun, here's Smith. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Willis going to try to run it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Play action. It's Smith. Complete right side to Otten. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now in Tampa. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Smith. Dumps it off to Fournette. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now Geno. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Smith. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. Here's Smith. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out. So it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll go option on second down, right side. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Dances by him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 170 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, just impressive in all three phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now Gino on first down. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first down, they go option to the right.
Cook now off the read option. Down inside the 40.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down, here's an option right.
Cook now off the read option.
And some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Second down throw coming by Willis.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And Bo Melton with a touchdown reception to finish the drive off.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete.